With your impressive and diverse portfolio, how do you consistently identify and decide on new groundbreaking investment opportunities across such varied asset classes?
Yeah, that's good. We bet on the jockeys, never the horses, really. In venture, we have two rules that we use. Number one, no first-time founders. We're not Shark Tank. And a lot of the things you find on Shark Tank are consumer discretionaries, which could be knocked off by a kid in a garage or somewhere in China. Number two is we like to have in-kind family offices leading the investment alongside us. For example, we have a company we invested into called Thrive Bioscience, and there's some very prominent family offices who have backed the founder during his past 17 exits, and Thrive Bioscience will be his 8th exit. And we're able to get involved in this because we have a structure that allows us to do this, where we just use an SPV structure called the Master Series LLC structure, and we're able to, as I say, mice go where elephants can't. We're able to get into these deals. But again, we're not looking at first-time founders. We're not looking at anything. I mean, you just have to outline the boundaries of what you want and what you don't want to look at, and that makes the job a lot easier. But we're only going for the cream of the crop. We're not broker-dealers. We're going in with our own capital. We're going in with our own balance sheet, and we're going a mile deep and an inch wide.
From an investor profile, what is the ideal investor profile that you see out there, and what are the hardest investors to work with and you try to avoid?
The wealthy investors are usually easier to work with. They're the ones that have the bigger ticket sizes. They're the ones who are more sophisticated. And again, they're not going to be investing in first-time sponsors or GPs. It's just, they're not a real family office if they do that. They usually have a guy like me, who came out of investment bank, as a CIO. And those are the guys who are easier to work with. Who you don't want to deal with are the people who overthink things. Engineers are not fun to deal with. They need to understand everything because it's part of their ego to understand it. And at that point, it's analysis paralysis, and they look at things, how they can go crossways. So we don't I'm not saying we have any engineers because none of them are really family offices, but some people have engineering backgrounds, and that's great, but they're going to be more difficult to work with. But the most important rule is that the smaller the check, the higher the pain in the ass your investor will be. And you need to understand that. And you need to, not just be begging for people for $10,000, $25,000 checks. You need to be able to, incentivize people so that they give you more money through like economics and, maybe changing fee structures and things like that.